7 days left till the start of the brand new Premier League season, and Arsenal still need to sign a brand new attacking midfielder. So today we'll discuss the likes of James Maddison, Houssem Aouar and even a certain Bernardo Silva, as well as getting an update on the transfer of Lautaro Martinez. Join me today as we discuss in today's episode of the Transfers FC. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Baz14 and welcome back to your boys channel. As per, I'd massively appreciate if you guys can go down there and smash a like on the video, and while you're down there, please do consider subscribing to the boys channel, because we are on the road to the big 60k. Let's see if you guys can make it happen. But getting straight into the Arsenal transfer news and starting off with the Arsenal attacking midfield department. 7 days away from the start of the brand new Premier League season, and our only attacking midfielder is Emil Smith-Rowe. Of course, we did have Martin Odegaard, but he was on loan, and even though it was an obligation for Arsenal to sign a brand new attacking midfielder, so far the club has not delivered. But in terms of today, Fabrizio Romano on his Twitch stream has said, I think a number 10 will be the next signing for Arsenal. James Maddison is a target, but not an easy signing. But what Mr. Here We Go has confirmed there and there is Arsenal's next priority now is to finally address the attacking midfield department. And as Fabrizio also confirms, James Maddison is Arsenal's target, but at a price tag of £60 million, as he said, it's not going to be an easy deal. And so in that case, Arsenal need to have a plan B and a plan C. And in terms of the plan B, could it be a certain Houssem Aouar? Because according to French source L'Equipe last night, Houssem Aouar is waiting an offer from Arsenal. Last year, as close as Aouar to Arsenal was, of course, Aouar made it clear he wanted to wait for Juventus and he wanted to wait for Real Madrid. Fast forward a year though, none of those clubs have come anywhere near this player. And so now he is apparently waiting for Arsenal Football Club, and in terms of Arsenal, our priorities have changed. Even the reliable Mohamed Bouhafsi of RMC Sports has confirmed that Houssem Aouar to Arsenal or Tottenham remains a possibility this summer. And if you know the history of Arsenal transfers, the likes of William Saliba, Dani Ceballos were both players Tottenham wanted, but both ended up holding the shirts of Arsenal Football Club. One could even say it is the history of the Tottenham. In terms of the price tag of Aouar, as confirmed by L'Equipe in the past, Aouar will be allowed to leave Lyon this summer for around 25 to 30 million euros. If you were to convert that to pounds, that would be around 20 to 25 million pounds, which is exactly half the transfer fee Arsenal would have to pay if they wanted to sign James Maddison. Easy really doubled the player over Houssem Aouar, who of course was Arsenal's priority last summer when it comes to the attacking midfield area. And as was revealed exclusive yesterday by The Sun, Aouar is still holding out for a move for Arsenal this month. However, they understand that Aouar's representatives have been stunned by Arsenal's recent progress in their attempt to sign Leicester City star James Maddison. So essentially what we're being told here is Aouar is holding out for the big Maddison deal to fall through. But as of right now, Arsenal's priority remains clear, is James Maddison, and that is who they are negotiating for. And with Tottenham Hotspur lurking in the background, if Arsenal do want Aouar, they might need to act quickly. But while we are discussing attacking midfielders, what about a certain Bernardo Silva? Well, today Pep Guardiola has announced that he is set to leave Man City. As he says, Bernardo wants to leave. There are 2 or 3 players who want to go. When they bring some offer and they want to leave, we are open to discuss, but it depends on them. So Pep Guardiola has confirmed today that Bernardo Silva wants to leave Manchester City, and if the right offer arrives, the player will be available for a transfer. In terms of Bernardo as a player, he is a stupendous baller. He has the creativity, he has the Premier League experience, he can get goals and he can get assists, and also having worked in the past with Mikel Arteta. It may sound unrealistic right now, but Bernardo Silva certainly is a player that could be of interest to Arsenal Football Club. But what are your own thoughts on man like Bernardo Silva? And now that you've heard that he is available for a transfer, is he a player that you want to see Arsenal sign this summer? And out of Aouar, Bernardo Silva and James Maddison, who are you taking out of the 3 players? Let's have a cheeky little discussion. Moving on, let's talk a certain Joe Willock, as there have been some very contrasting reports on Joe Willock today. But in terms of Chris Wheatley, he says Joe Willock took part in the media day at London Colney today. Newcastle waiting to hear back from Arsenal and Willock over a potential deal. The midfielder was recently offered as a make-weight in the proposal for James Maddison. So Newcastle United have made their intentions very clear to Arsenal Football Club. They want to sign Joseph Willock. But in terms of the type of deal, is it a loan transfer or is it a permanent transfer? And if it is to be a permanent transfer, what price tag are we talking? Newcastle United reporter lead rider says Newcastle have still not had an answer from Arsenal or Joe Willock about their interest in signing him. They have made it clear they want to sign him, but the wait goes on. So right now Newcastle is saying the ball's in the court of the player and the club, Arsenal Football Club. But in terms of Newcastle themselves, if you guys are so serious about signing Joe Willock, how about you guys put forward an official offer for the player and put the money on the table to show Arsenal how serious you are in this transfer. In terms of the player himself, today he has liked a post on Instagram which had a caption saying Willock is very close to leaving Arsenal and joining Newcastle United. Naughty Joseph Willock liking photos, yeah? Is that how you're moving? But as you can see from this photo as well, the player was a part of Arsenal's photo shoot today at London Colney, as you can clearly see his name's there on the right hand side. So on one hand, young Joseph is liking photos of him joining Newcastle United, and on the other hand he's wearing Arsenal kits, taking photos in the Arsenal kit as well. My broski, it is time to make your mind up. And in terms of Arsenal Football Club, we also need to be decisive. Ask yourselves the question, do you want to sell the player or do you want to keep the player? And if it is the first option, then how much money do you want for Joseph Willock? Make that clear to all parties, including Newcastle United and anyone else that is interested. And if we are to sell Joe Willock, then Arsenal can get that money for the player and then use that money to aid the pursuit of a brand new attacking midfielder. Fenerbahce have started official contacts and negotiations with his manager to add Sead Kolasinac to his staff. Fenerbahce have asked Mesut Ozil about Kolasinac's latest status. Mesut gave a positive reference and had a phone call with Sead, and this is coming from reports in Turkey. So Sead Kolasinac reunited with Mesut Ozil in Fenerbahce. You know what, I'm not against it, I'm not for it, I just want the money and I don't want to release the player of his contract, which is exactly what Fenerbahce wants. I know we did the same with Mesut Ozil, but I'm sorry to break it to you, Fenerbahce, but that's not how transfers specifically work. If you want the player so badly, what you gotta do, right, is put forward a bid that Arsenal want to accept, and once Arsenal have accepted the offer for the player, then you can negotiate personal terms and agree a contract with the player. Do you guys now understand how transfers work? But what do you guys reckon is a fair price tag to set on Sead Kolasinac? Talksport claim that Romelu Lukaku's move to Chelsea is in doubt, as Inter Milan seem to be having second thoughts about letting their main man leave the club. Now in terms of Lukaku at Inter, he of course directly impacts the transfer or the potential transfer of Lautaro Martinez. But could it be possible that both players were to leave Inter Milan this summer? Well today, an Italian journalist has claimed the plan for Inter Milan is to sell all players whom an offer arrives for, and this is why Antonio Conte resigned. And the same source says, amid the news of Lukaku being on track to leave Inter Milan, Lautaro Martinez and Stefan de Vrij are reconsidering their immediate futures with the club, as both are reconsidering the Inter project and their place in it. Well, so there you have it. Inter Milan right now are in a financial turmoil. And in terms of Arsenal, they have always made it clear, if a player that was not available in the past becomes available and an opportunity arrives, they will arrive to the scene. And this could be exactly the case of Lautaro Martinez. In terms of price tag, we're talking £65 million. And as expensive as that sounds, if Arsenal can sell the right amount of players and get the right money in, who's to say that we can't bring Lautaro Martinez to the Emirates Stadium? But in terms of this specific transfer saga, we are going to have to keep an eye on it and see how things progress. But let's keep an eye on Lukaku and let's keep an eye on Lautaro Martinez. Okay, then moving on to the other Arsenal news today. Starting off with our centre-back from Brazil, we're talking Gabriel Mercado. As it has been confirmed that Gabriel has finished 11-day preparatory work in Mexico with sport physiotherapist Thiago Pegoretti. He will now return to Arsenal. So our centre-back is now on his way back. Of course, he had to pull out of the Olympics with a knee injury, but in terms of Arsenal, they have never kind of announced or confirmed how long Gabriel is going to be out for. But the fact that Gabriel Mercado has not been involved in Arsenal's pre-season tour indicates to me at least that he is not going to be fit going into the start of the season. But make no mistake, when he is fit and he is available, I do believe that him and Benjamin White will be the main Arsenal centre-back partnership going into the season. But what are your thoughts on that centre-back pairing? And do you think Gabriel Magalhaes and Ben White can work and help Arsenal progress up the league and potentially challenge for, dare I say, the top 4? As you can see from his photo from Chris Wheatley, Hector Bellerin at London Colney today, as Hector Bellerin was a part of the Arsenal photo shoot for the brand new season. Now this does not confirm that he is going to stay, but at the same time I am now starting to really question the pursuits of Arsenal Football Club. We are 7 days away from the brand new Premier League season, and with all due respect to Hector Bellerin, we all know that he is not the level that Arsenal require to progress onto the next next level. Arsenal of course have been in talks with Inter Milan, but so far they've only offered a loan with the option to buy, and Arsenal wants an obligation or a permanent transfer. But even if we were to sell Hector Bellerin, Arsenal have not been linked to any of the right backs as a potential replacement. And so next week, Arsenal play their first Premier League game of the season. Who is going to be the Arsenal right back going into the season? Is it going to be Callum Chambers? Is it going to be Cedric Suarez? Or dare I say, is it going to be Hector Bellerin? Who do you want to see Arsenal start as the right back going into the game against Brentford next Friday? But that is the video there and there. If you have enjoyed, make sure to go down there and smash a like on it. And while you're down there, please do consider subscribing to your boy's channel. If you want to follow your boy on them social medias, then the links will be down below in the description. But that was the latest episode of the Transfers FC, and in terms of Arsenal, 7 days, tic tac, the clock is on. Let's see what you guys can do, and I will see you guys later in a bit.